This video is about people who settle for less. I see a lot of people settling for less in their life. And I mean specifically in relationships. I like to talk about relationships because, I've studied a lot about relationships, and I looked at some of my own personal relationships I was in and look at other people, and I make evaluations about the situations that people are in. I look at what people post and what people write. The first thing I want to tell you is, listen, if a person is not making time for you, if they're not making an effort, if they're not reaching out to you, or they cut their phone off at a certain time of night, or they're too busy, that person isn't for you. You understand? That person is not for you. I wrote a quote one time that said, "Do not allow your infatuation for a person override the red flags that pop up in a relationship, especially in the beginning of a relationship, because you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for heartache." Look at the person's actions. What is it that they're doing? Ask yourself, this is what I do. If it were me and I really was interested in someone, I would be texting them or calling them or trying to reach out to them and seeing how they're doing, right? Right? That's what a person who has an interest in another person, that's exactly what they would do. There's no one, and I'm going to tell you this now, there's no one too busy that they can't reach out to you. Because if they're not reaching out to you, then that's a message that A, they're not interested, or B, they have somebody else. Move on. That's the message. Move on. People that are interested in other people, look at your own life, ask yourself the question. See, we already know the answers. The problem is we don't want to know the answers. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, if I was interested in somebody, would I text them? Would I make time for them? Would I reach out to them? Of course you would, because you're interested. No one else is different. We're all human. We all feel pretty much the same way, right? If we have an interest in something, we pursue it. It's as simple as that. If you're not being pursued, and I'm saying, there's a 50-50 thing there, of course, but if a person is not making an effort to try to pursue you, there's a problem. This is especially important for a woman to listen to because men by nature are hunters. There are some women that are hunters, but typically the man is the hunter. So if this message is for the female, this part of the message, if the man is not pursuing you, he ain't interested. Or if he pursued you and got what he wanted and now he's not pursuing you, there's your answer. Think about what I'm saying. It's true. Don't settle for less in your life. You don't need to settle for that stuff, men or women, mind you. You don't need to settle for less. You can have anything you want. I believe you can have anything you want in your life, especially when it comes to a relationship. There's a lot of damaged people out here. There's people that, they act like they think they know what they want, but in retrospect, they don't. Look at the signs. Look at the person's actions, because the actions tell the whole story about that person and their thoughts and behavior towards you. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. That's my message.